studios, it's The Balcony Show with Ann Thatcher, Bo Sommer, Mike Roy, Donna and me, the Madcat. We have searched the globe for the best in indie music so you don't have to. So here we go, The Balcony Show.
Friends in faraway places, sent with love and good vibes. Just keep an eye out for just what's coming. It might be a surprise.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to The Balcony Show. Super stoked. We have a new band called the Rallies coming up on the show, and I think you're going to really dig their music. How would you describe them, guys? Like, they have like a surfer vibe, but then they remind me of the early Beatles,
sure.
and you know, I don't know.
Great, like
I would call them generationally universal.
yeah, I like that.
Yeah, you know,
Very fun,
yeah,
upbeat,
yep, good vibe.
summertime, driving,
Yeah.
top down.
I think
It
everybody.
Wind in your
takes me
hair.
back, though. It takes me back when I hear them, like, you know.
bopping along
It
in a
just
classic
reminds me
vehicle.
of some of the early
stuff.
Yeah, the early Beatles. You know what I mean? When
Just
Love-
that
Love
fun,
Do
you
and all
know.
that kind of stuff. It just.
Has a fun, like
To me, it's
also
like
older
a surfer.
school,
But
smithereensy
anyways,
kind
they're
of
gonna
vibe.
be they're gonna be on
Yep.
the line, and we are featuring some of their music today. So stay tuned. We're gonna be talking about their new album, "It Must Be Love," and we'll have several cuts from that. Madcat.
Yeah, I
So
guess.
Madcat has been sending all this stuff with AI. Have you guys seen this? This is really starting to get frightening, dude.
I'm
just
you.
saying.
I'm thankfully out of that loop.
I told you. And it's
That was predictable, though.
well, right,
No,
but
not all of
I
it.
feel it was.
there's so much more to come because if you know,
Because you have a monthly subscription.
yeah, but humans can do horrible things, and this is
And they will.
and this is a platform for horrible things to manifest. If anybody out there in the listening world has ever
Well, that last thing you
researched
sent me,
Project Bluebeam, you know,
yeah.
there's a lot of ways for people in power to mess with everybody now. And with AI and deep fake, you know,
And
suddenly,
the transfer-
suddenly Madcat goes conspiracy theorist. Yeah, every conspiracy is a conspiracy only until the shit hits the fan. You know?
But yeah, that thing about they're saying that they're going to be able to transfer your consciousness.
Oh, that's the next wave. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
you people need to be
It is human nature for humans to play God.
right.
And I mean, that's since the
But
beginning.
they
Cloning.
found some.
Yeah.
No, we have already done the
We-
cloning.
yes.
Yeah, but they found
No successful human trials, evidently, but you know,
that we know of.
Rosie the sheep had a really
Yes.
good run.
That we know of.
Yeah,
That we know of. And what would that look like?
That was
You know
one
what I
thing.
mean?
That was one thing I was pretty peeved with Slick Willie, Mr. Clinton, about back when the whole cloning thing came about, was that they refused to government sanction it, and when you do that, it immediately pushes it into the dark private sector where it's unregulated and you have absolutely zero idea of what's going on. There's
Like,
there's no accountability whatsoever.
hey, Madcat,
Yeah.
hit the button.
I'm gonna. As soon as I can find the button, I don't know where the hell the button is. I lost my button a long time ago. Would you rather swing on a star, carry moonbeams home in a jar, and be better off than you are?
Or would you rather get on with the show?
Well, here it is, Mike. Here we go.
Finally.
Yeah, it's a true story. Finally. Welcome back, Mike Roy, from yet
Hey.
another alien abduction.
I'm busy.
Yeah.
I've been very
got
busy.
things to do,
That's
people to
right.
see, you know what I mean?
Plans to visit.
Yes.
I think old Jeb down there in the farmlands starting to get jealous. All the alien abductions are happening to Mike. They don't talk to me no more. Them aliens haven't been probed in years.
Oh, is that what you assume goes on? I see.
When your sex life is bad when you're praying for an alien probing.
And there you
Oh
go.
my.
Oh, boy.
So this will lead us right into
Right into the would you rather.
our awesome would you rathers. Let's get on with the first one. Would you rather have one wish granted today or 3 wishes granted 10 years from now? Ooh.
Wow, that's interesting.
Well,
I want my one wish.
I'll take my one wish now because I probably won't be here in 10
Who knows
years.
if we'll be around? You know?
I could be a paraplegic in 10 years.
I'm not going to worry
Well, then
about
I
10
could
years
wish
from
that
now.
away.
That's right.
Yeah. No, you know what? No,
I think we all agree on that, right?
I would take the wish.
I'd have to flip a coin, I think.
It depends on where I was at. You know what I mean? I guess. Like if it were right now today, would I take that one wish now or would I wait 10 years? Well, being the age that I am, I would take the wish now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would too.
Maybe if I was younger, I might want to wait that 10 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, that means there's less road in front of us than there is behind us.
Sadly.
Would you rather be magical but live on Earth or live in a magical land but be normal?
I don't know what you just said. What?
I'd be the odd, why would I want to be a normal person in a magical land? I'd be the oddball out. I'd have no means of defense. You know what I mean? Against other magical things.
Right away, it's good to the defense.
Neither did
deep.
Batman.
That's
I
deep.
mean, maybe in that,
Everything in
magical land.
Everything in nature is based on an even playing field.
I agree with you. I would rather
Yeah.
be magical.
So
Yeah.
I'd have to say I'll live on
First.
Earth where it
With-
wouldn't be an even playing
Yes.
field. It would all be in my favor and piss off everybody.
Yes. Live on
Yeah,
Earth.
I think that's the smartest
I'm
move.
magical. All right, let's get on with number 3. Number 3, would you rather a weird looking smile or a weird sounding laugh?
Weird sounding laugh.
Yeah, man, you know what? I don't know, man. My boss at the bar, God love her, she has a very distinct and recognizable laugh. And she is known for ha 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 ha.
Laverne DeFazio? What is that?
Oh my god! And you would think it's not real until you hear it,
Yeah.
and you know it's real.
That's classic
And she's,
Laverne DeFazio.
she's a great and beautiful person. So Wanda, if you do listen to the show, I'm not crapping on you. I'm just saying, in context to the statement, she is known by her laugh, and it's great because it's like, well, who owns the bar now? And you say, well, Wanda so and so, she's a local girl, and they get the puzzled look on her face, like they're trying to figure out her, and then she has a very distinct laugh, ha ha ha, and then everybody's, oh yes, we know her, yes.
I would take the laugh too. I wouldn't want a weird.
That would
looking
take the
smile.
laugh.
I wouldn't either.
I have both, but
I mean, I kind of had a weird smile for the past 5 years without my missing front teeth, but
I don't know. I would take the weird sounding laugh because it's like your friend. It could be like something that people remember you by. So it's not bad.
I don't like how the universe having an opportunity to mess with me in that moment and suddenly give me the Woody Woodpecker laugh for the rest of existence.
Yeah. Well,
For those of you out there in La La Land that don't know the Woody Woodpecker laugh, just go ahead and Google it. You'll hear and you'll know.
oh my God! If you opened your mouth and that came out, I'd lose it. Anyways, we're gonna start things tonight with a song from our very own Mike Roy here, Roy and the Secret People, and the name of the song is Burnout. So take a listen, and we'll be right back with the rest of the show.
Yeah, I asked you to dance when I wanted to just walk out. Saw you holding his hand and I knew there was no way out. Saw you standing in line.
Hey, folks, you are listening to The Balcony Show, and right now we have the first song from tonight's interview with the Rallies. The song is called All I Ever Knew. So give it a listen, and when you come back, we're going to be on the line with the Rallies.
First time I heard it, like nothing I had heard before, more than a feeling. I knew I'd want to hear some more, reach something in me. It seemed to touch me to the core. It's all I'm hearing. Hope it goes on forevermore. It's all I ever knew. It's all I ever knew. It's always with me. I need it more than anything. Can't live without it. I wanna laugh and dance and sing. It's all I ever knew. It's all I ever knew. It's all I ever knew. It's all I ever It's all I ever knew. It's all I ever knew. It's all I ever knew. It's all I ever
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Balcony Show, and we are very excited because we have two of the members from the Rallies. Hi, Ben and Lee. Welcome to the Balcony Show.
Hi, and everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
So let me just say that you have some of your music has been included in, Power. You've been on Power Pop News, KDHX Top 10. With your sophomore album, Upside Down is a work that implores the listener to understand the depth and breadth of the possibility of the big blue sky just beyond your reach. And I think the biggest thing that I found with your music is that it's just really cool vibes. It reminded me of a little bit of some of the early Beatles, which is what caught my ear initially. But what was the inspiration for your music? How did this kind of pop groove, come about?
Well, this is Ben. I'll try to say a couple of words, and Lee, you should jump in anytime. I guess the way I think about it is we all come from a place of loving harmony and loving pop music, even if we also love other, all sorts of different genres and styles. And so I think what usually happens is our lead singer Steve is also kind of the main songwriting inspiration, and he has a million melodies and little bits inside his head, and he will pull one of those out, and he'll have like part of a verse and a chorus in his head, and then we'll take it as a foursome and work it out until we have a real arrangement and layer on a bunch of harmonies until we can get it to that lush sound that we're trying for.
Yeah, I mean, Steve has always been the idea maker for sure. I've been in this band for darn near 10 years with him, and it surprises me still how much material, how many ideas he still has, and working with Steve has always been a pleasure because his ideas are, they're always interesting in ways where you're like, well, you could say, power pop type of genre. There's so many things that have already been done, but Steve always comes at it from a different angle.
Yeah, but this is fresh. I gotta say, this is different than a lot of the electronica pop that's out there, which I don't, if it's your thing, that's really great. But I like to hear instruments, and that's why I said in my head there's a reference, probably my age, back to some of the early Beatles when they were really just bringing the pop music and the girls were going crazy and stuff like that. It's feel good, but there's this rock. You intertwine this kind of rock vibe to it too. So to me, it's not just a straight power pop thing. You know what I mean? There is a rock edge to it, and that's what caught my ear. In all honesty, guys.
Yeah, no, I mean, we love thank you for that. I think if I think about some of the influences that we sometimes talk about, certainly older bands, like you're talking early Beatles, or like in the 70s, bands like the Raspberries, who had a real rock edge, but also really lush, harmonies and stuff like that. And then maybe more recently, I know Steve and I both think Fountains of Wayne is a great touch point, right? Just that crafting of song and melody. So glad to hear it. It's hitting you.
Fantastic. Hey, Ben and Lee, this is Mike Roy. I had a question for you guys. How often do you find yourselves playing out live shows?
So we're trying to do it more and more, and we're Seattle based, so there's quite a few different places to play, and we're growing our network of other musicians that we like to play with.
Awesome.
So we're usually getting out once a month or so, and working towards getting out of town to finding new places to play. So it's really just a joy to see how much activity there is in the Seattle music scene and how much variety there is. So it's really cool to be out there.
Oh, that's awesome. And so if I go to a Rally show, what am I in for the night?
Well, you'll be into it. You'll be in for a little bit of crowd participation.
Awesome.
But, in general, it's all, we feel like we try to bring a good vibe where, you're not going to be around, kind of a tough crowd, but more of a crowd of people that you're going to see where other people are like, I don't know who you are, but you seem cool, and strike up a conversation with you. And that's a vibe that we've always wanted and strived for, is kind of bringing people together. So I think you'll run into some people, some of the people that are going to come see our show, who are going to be fun to be around.
That makes sense, because I feel it's very feel-good music, what you guys put out there. Just feels good when you hear it. You just it takes you to a place, and you just, you know what I mean? Forget your troubles.
Yeah. And,
and it just feels good. And that makes people talk and mingle and, let their guard down.
Yeah. Well, and it does, it is, I think it's feel good too. It doesn't mean we can't take things seriously, right? Like, there's a song on a new album called Give Me the Truth, which is sort of all about how it's getting to be a crazy world, and how can you find out what's really true to you and cut through some of the noise or the BS. So there's definitely some issues in there from time to time, but we absolutely want people to have an emotional reaction to it and take it to their hearts.
So the Rallies, how did you get the name?
Well, Steve told me a long time ago that Steve is quite the tennis fan, actually. Well, obvious tennis fan. I don't know
I would have never.
Yeah, I know. That's really what it is. I mean, he used to be more into it. Now for him, it's more of sort of a hobby, but it's really a tennis reference, even though people have taken it to mean otherwise.
Cool. Who knew? So It Must Be Love, the album. The next song that our listeners are going to hear is Must Be Love. Talk about the album a little bit and this song.
Well, I think this song was really the nugget that led to the whole album. I mean, this was one of the first ones we worked on, sort of writing and arranging. And it definitely set a tone, I think. You're going to hear a lot of guitars going on and some happy hand claps and stuff like that. And again, you think about
Wait a minute. Happy hand claps.
Yeah, absolutely.
I did mention crowd participation.
That's right. Just like some of those old Beatles songs, man. They were doing that too. So
I'm sorry.
So I think it's just intended to bring a little ray of sunshine, hopefully to whoever hears it.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. All right. So let's take a break real quick and let our listeners hear Must Be Love by the Rallies, and we'll be right back with the rest of the interview.
All right, folks, you were listening to The Balcony Show, and we were on the line. We got the guys from the Rallies. So, guys, tell me, or tell our listeners, as a matter of fact, where they can find and download your music.
Well, you can find it anywhere you stream, and sort of our home is Bandcamp, so you can look up Bandcamp at the Rallies, and we try to be pretty active on Instagram and Facebook as well, so you can find us there. But certainly, all your streaming services are available.
And what can we expect from you in the future?
We would love to get out more and more. I think in the future, we want to keep bringing the music out live to people who will listen, and we think people like it when they hear it. After we recorded our last album, we said we should sell enough of these and make enough money to make the next album. And I think that's definitely an ambition too, is to keep it going and to to create more new songs.
And I got to ask for Donna, is this going to be a vinyl? Are you going to offer this on vinyl?
Oh yeah, it's out on vinyl now, so you can get that at Bandcamp too. But yeah, that's the full experience.
She's
Absolutely.
our vinyl hooker.
Yes. It's the best way to listen to music, in my opinion. So
yeah,
I don't disagree.
Let me know your address. I'll send you one.
You got it.
All right. So the final song that we're going to hear tonight is Out of the Blue. And this is one of my favorites off of the album. I just really, really love where you take this musically, and the guitars and this is crazy good. Can you give us a little setup for this song, please?
Well, I'll do a little bit, and then Lee, I want you to jump into because the rhythm on this song is a little bit unusual too, I think.
Okay.
Steve, our songwriter, sometimes the snippets he brings in are in keys or in rhythms that, like, your average guitar player kind of shakes his head because they don't understand the way Steve's brain works. So Steve brought in this little snippet that we worked on, and it turned into Out of the Blue, and it's got just an unusual rhythm and cadence to it. And then Carl, our lead guitarist, ended up using an EBO, so way deep in the mix on his guitar, you can hear some unusual tones going on from that too.
Love the EBO.
Yeah, over the choruses, this thing's actually in an odd time. It's not 4/4 like you'd normally dance to. It's 7/8, but we always felt like it kind of created a nice bounce that I think really kind of carries you through the song.
All right, now I want to know who's a chick magnet in the group.
Oh boy!
Whoa!
Because there's always one. Come on, there's always one.
I mean, Lee, we got to be honest. We got to say it's Carl, the guitarist.
It's
right?
Carl. It's absolutely Carl. Yeah,
That's unanimous.
Credit where credit is due, right? You know,
There
absolutely.
You go. I want to thank you so much for spending some time with us here on the show. Everybody, you're going to want to follow this group. They're just blowing up. What can I say? I think your music is just going to take over. People are looking for, after coming out of COVID and everything that's going on, people are looking like for positive, feel good, and this serves it in all respects, in the musicality of it, in the lyrics. Everything about this album just is positive and uplifting, and it's just such a great thing to put on your car and, take a drive. And so I can see nothing but great things happening for you guys in the future. But we're going to continue to follow you. And again, I want to thank you for being on the show. So download their music. You know what the platform's on. You know you want to get it. And if you want vinyl, they got it for you. So there you go.
Thank you guys so much. We love what you're doing to support indie artists, and we hope to see you guys again soon.
So far away from all I knew, I could relate. No matter who, there was a way to make sense of every day. Another place I could go to at any age. It told the truth, the only way to cope with every day. Yeah, it came right through from out of the blue. It came into view from out of the blue. Carried away, full of attitude, more than okay. And it felt so cool, no better way to take the blues away. Yeah, it came right through from out of the blue. It came into view from out of the blue.
listening to The Balcony Show.
Madcat's Mad Tracks.
And on today's Mad Cats Mad Tracks, we have the song Pieces by the Flying Hasselhofs. Gotta love that name. So give it a listen. Here we go.
Hey folks, this is Michael Bate from the Michael Bate Band, and you are listening to The Balcony Show.
And now it's time for Indie Radar with Bo Sommer.
X, former
formerly known as Twitter, has recently announced that they are looking to become a paid-only platform. And the reason is they want to make a huge effort to obviously tackle rampant bots. And that's always been an issue for a lot of social media platforms, obviously. But just wanted to revisit the topic of emails. If you don't want social media platforms to be your only connection to your fans, going old school and building an email list and reaching your fans directly may be the way to go. You don't want to be caught by surprise or not have enough time to rebuild or even download the information of who your fans really are, especially if you're not going to be the paying customer on X in the future. So keep that in the back of your mind, do some research, and stay ahead of the game.
Are you an artist trying to get yourself out there but are still struggling to do so? KJG Media and Promotions can help. We provide distribution to radio, social media management, and so much more. Be sure to contact Caden Gordon today by emailing kggmediaandpromotions@gmail.com or giving us a call at 978-556-3339.
Welcome to another edition of Mike's Music Box. Inside, you're going to hear some stories of the macabre, the paranormal, and the strange. So stay tuned, if you dare.
And hello, everybody. This is Mike Roy here back at the Mike's Music Box here on the balcony. Tonight, we're going to talk about the 5 most haunted music halls. And first off, we're going to start off with the Bristol Opera House in Indiana, USA. Built in 1895, the Bristol Opera House was a central hub for Indiana's arts and entertainment. By the 60s, the building began to crumble and was slated for demolition. Just before the demolition was to take place, the Elkhart Civic Theater stepped in, saving the building and its haunted history. Local legends suggest the Opera House is haunted by 3 spirits. Beth, a child that audiences have witnessed peeking through the curtains during performances. Helen, who's never been seen, but her presence is regularly felt, and the most present spirit is that of Percival, the theater's old handyman. It's been reported that his ghost haunts actors by spying on them in dressing rooms and tugging at them before they go on stage. I don't know if that might be kind of weird.
Depends on where they're tugging.
That's what I was thinking. My mind kind of went there. Next up, we have the Royal Opera House, Covent Garden in London, England. Located in London's historic Covent Gardens, the Royal Opera House is one of the many haunted sites around the area. The city has so many haunts. You can find regular walking tours of the spooky streets, different houses, and pubs haunted by many, many spirits. The Opera House was destroyed by the fire twice. Since renovations began in 1999, reports of objects being thrown at workers in broad daylight are almost a daily occurrence. It's believed Sorry, Daryl. Sorry, Daryl. It's believed that the one poltergeist who resides there is blamed for all the many disturbances. The Cincinnati Music Hall, Cincinnati, Ohio, USA. With a Victorian Gothic design, the Cincinnati Music Hall is as creepy as it gets. However, nothing inside the building is responsible for its haunted history. Long before it became a venue of arts and entertainment, the land was occupied by Ohio's first insane asylum and also a hospital for those afflicted by communicable diseases. Hundreds were buried in mass graves and never moved once the construction of the music hall began. Many have reported angry whispers and feelings of being watched. Full apparitions and shadowy figures are just as common as venue patrons. The Palais Garnier, Paris, France. Did you know the Phantom of the Opera is inspired by local legends and some true events? For one, there is really an underground lake below the Palais Garnier. During construction, there was no way to keep the water from rushing out, and the solution was to build a series of creepy cisterns below the building. The famous scene where the Phantom cuts the chandelier isn't far from the truth either. During the performance in 1896, a counterweight broke loose, causing a chandelier to come crashing down, killing one person and injuring several others. The Springer Opera House, Columbus, Georgia. It is said that the Springer Opera House is the most haunted concert hall in America. Located in Columbus, Georgia, prominent personalities that have graced its stage through the years include Oscar Wilde, John Philip Sousa, Ethel Barrymore, Will Rogers, and many more. However, the one who stuck around is thought to be Edwin Booth, Shakespearean actor and older brother to John Wilkes Booth. He's often described as a shadowy figure of a tall man that wanders the halls wearing a top hat. Employees and guests frequently report hearing strange sounds, doors swinging, cabinets opening, laughter, and an apparition sitting in theater seats. So the next time you find yourself in an old theater, look around, take notice, because you may see something that is more than just a ticket holder watching the show. Thank you for listening to this chapter of Mike's Music Box here on The Balcony Show. Tune in next week to hear more stories of the strange, macabre, and paranormal. Sleep tight.
It's time for the spotlight portion of our show, where we showcase new singles from returning guests. And your host is Donna freaking Gallucci.
Woohoo! Here we are again, Ann.
Yeah. You know what? I'm missing Bo.
Yeah, we need Bo back here.
Come on, Bo.
She's missing in action tonight, but she will be back. So we look forward to that. So we're trying something a little different today on Spotlight.
That's right.
I'm going to be talking about, in addition to talking about past guests and what's new with them and their new releases, we're also going to be talking about some news in the music world, you know,
Exactly.
about names that everyone knows and everyone's familiar with. And tonight we're going to talk a little bit about Ringo.
What's going on with Ringo?
Ringo Starr, okay? He has his 4th EP coming out.
That's crazy.
Yep, it's called Rewind Forward. Another cool play on words. You know, Ringo is the one that came up with A Hard Day's Night. That phrase, that title. So he's keeping up with that kind of, the way he plays on words with Rewind Forward. It will be released on October 13th. And the title track was released on 8/25 on Friday. And it's got 4 songs on it. And actually, Paul McCartney wrote one of those songs, Feeling Sunlight, which is really cool. So we have the former Beatles working together again. And the other songs also feature really big names in the music world helping Ringo out. We have Toto's Steve Lukather and Joe Williams, and the Heartbreakers' Ben Montench and Mike Campbell.
How can this be bad?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's just unreal.
Like if you're going to put an EP together, how could this possibly be bad?
Yep, absolutely. And of course, Joe Walsh is helping him out, who is his brother-in-law. I don't know if anyone out there knows that. Yep, that is Ringo's brother-in-law. So that's pretty cool. And just a little tidbit to look out for also, his all-star band is kicking off a fall tour in September, and it's starting out in Nevada on September 15th. So go to ringostar.com, get all those dates, and you can also pre-order his new EP there. And in another Beatle news, which is really cool, because I actually saw Paul McCartney for the 3rd time last year on his Get Back tour in New Jersey. It was phenomenal. You have to go see a Beatle in your lifetime if you haven't done so yet. And he is just phenomenal. And he is going back on the road with his Got Back tour, and he's starting in Australia in October. So that's really cool. And one more little thing, because everyone loves Dolly Parton. Am I wrong? Am I right?
Oh, man. She's just a great person.
Everyone loves Dolly. And she's teamed up with some of rock's most influential artists and some of today's biggest stars for her first ever rock album called Rockstar, appropriately. And she has 30 songs in this collection, 9 originals, 21 rock anthems, one of which is Let It Be.
I heard it.
Yep, it's phenomenal. It's out now, guys.
She did a crazy good job on it.
And Paul is actually on that track playing the piano. Ringo's playing drums. Peter Frampton's on guitar, and Mick Fleetwood is on percussion.
Oh my gosh.
So, you guys have to check that single out. It's, you can go stream it, go purchase it, and I'm sure you are going to love it. Paul loved it, and he wrote about it on his Facebook page, thanking Dolly for doing his song, which is really cool. So that's what I have in former Beatle news. Pretty cool stuff. Now we're going to take a little turn here and talk about a new single by one of the Balcony's friends who's been here on the show, Will Buck. He has a new release called Take Me Down.
Love it.
Yep, me too. Really cool song. And you know what I really like about Will is he's a very truthful and sincere songwriter, I feel. He just speaks the truth. He's very honest in his lyrics. Did you get that impression
absolutely.
with his music?
Absolutely.
Yep. And just a little quote from Will talking about what this song is about before we let you guys listen to it. He said, "The main theme of Take Me Down is the unshakable bond between two people when they decide to really show themselves. I don't think there is any replacement for this kind of connection, as I felt its absence in times of trying to hide." So, pretty cool. It's a good song.
So let's hear it.
Let's hear it. Here we go, everybody. Take a listen to Will Buck with Take Me Down.
Take me down. Take this to the grave, it won't break me down. Shake me out. Shake me to my core, it won't change me now. I've been trying to be a better man, baby. I've been working on myself, I've been working daily. All the bad days we maintain the truth, but it's the things that we don't say that we're really going through. If you wanna be adored, if you need to be held, if you're going through something, well, take me down. Take this to the grave, it won't break me now. Shake me out. Shake me to my core, it won't change me now. I've been thinking about what my daddy said. Boy, you're working so hard, but you're solely fed. Keep it stable and find the ones you love. But some things that are done, I know that I can't outrun. If you wanna be adored, if you need to be held, if you're going through something, well, take me down. Take this to the grave, it won't break me now. Shake me out. Shake me to my core, it won't change me now. Take me down. 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 Take me to my grave. Take me down. Shake me out. Shake me to my core. Change me now. Take me down.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to The Balcony Show. I'd like to remind you that The Balcony Show is proudly produced right here at Keiko Studios in Pen Argyl, Pennsylvania. So hit them up for any of your musical production needs. Incoming mail.
You got mail.
It just never stops now.
Is that your phone?
Yeah, it's all, that's in people trying to get on the show. What can I say? I got a lot of people trying to get on the show.
A lot.
Lots. But if you think that you might be a great fit for our show, right now we are running partnered with Reverb Nation. So go to Reverb Nation. We have a campaign going on there, and you can submit your music, and I will listen to it. I guarantee you I will listen to your music if you send it in through Reverb Nation. That is my promise to them. And I do go through the music, and we do have some reverb selections coming up on the show. So there you go. We're going to leave things tonight. Anybody else got anything?
I got nothing.
I don't care.
Well, excuse me.
I'm getting feisty in my old age, see? Anyways.
Senile's more like it.
I can't wait until next week's shows.
Oh, boy.
Anyways, we're going to end things tonight with the song from Bohemian Mule.
One of my favorite local bands, and I love this song so much.
This song is so cool. Just the cool. We're ending on a cool vibe.
Yeah.
The name of the song is She. So shout out to Bohemian Mule. Good night, everybody from the Balcony Show. We will catch you next week.
Good night.
Good night.
Peace.
Out in your life, oh yeah. Love on the shelf, she's such a trippy, hippie girl. Makes you love yourself when you're with the rocks in the ocean, reflecting sunlight. Her eyes are like a moon, the sun shines so bright within the light. Don't hurt to look at it. Why couldn't more people see this is the way you should be today, oh yeah. Love my Michelle, she's such a trippy, hippie girl. Makes you love yourself when you're with her. High in the sky, also